Wednesday.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Finesse and Chill. How would you guys feel if we did an ASMR episode?
Yeah, just kidding. We're just kidding.
Or if we recapped a whole battle? Was it on?
No, it wasn't. It was private.
Oh, good. So we could do it over again.
Okay.
Right?
Hold up, Chico. 1 minute, brother. I just said, hold up 1 minute.
I love his name. He's my favorite.
I can't. Do it for you.
Okay, that's good. That's all right. We had a little test run now. Okay, we are live.
All right.
Give me a minute.
No problem. I'm going to refresh this so I can see ourselves. Oh, damn.
I love the cancer awareness. Awesome.
Whatever y'all want to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're on.
I thought it was still private.
Well, so much for ASMR.
Thank you guys for
do it over.
tuning in. Okay, so I was wondering how you guys would feel if I did an ASMR episode and broke down battle bars. What if I recited the whole battle like this? And I was like, I'm trying to think of a best battle line. Or I'm gonna say a mook bar like this. Every state I dip in, I keep an extra clip in. So good luck if you really think I'm slipping. I got the Tex in Texas. The Cali going Cali, yo. 4 gauges in Las Vegas. And the New Hawk in New York. Oh, yo, so I posted a clip of Cardi B doing ASMR. And there were some people that just was like, what? Shout out to Jeremy. I was like, what the hell is this? So for those who don't know what ASMR is.
It's kind of like you make soothing noises, or you just it's set to even relieve like therapy.
Yeah, and it's
some
for
people.
anxiety or
If you can't sleep at night, you could turn it on. You could hear someone. Cardi did the microphone scratching with the fingernails.
They had
and the
what was her name?
tapping.
Amara
Amara la Negra.
La. I was gonna say Day.
Yeah.
Amara La Negra. She did one, and she was like playing with the foam, and she was cutting it. Some people hate it. Then there's the weird videos where everybody's like eating, and they're like chewing
you
and
hear, like,
biting.
the crunch
I
of
don't
the
like that.
pickle or the crunch of
I don't
like
know how I
a
feel about that.
cucumber. Yeah, I think that's like a little nasty. But I'm kind of into like the tapping and like I feel like that could really put you to sleep. Have
Right.
you ever thought about it? Cause
It makes me anxious. The whispering makes me like, instead of relaxing me, like I'm just like.
oh, so you're crazy, because that does the total opposite for me. I kind of like it. I haven't tried it yet, but I am gonna try it because
I'm seriously gonna watch a whole battle. I'm gonna write it down bar for bar, and then I'm gonna recite it ASMR style with aggression. Can you imagine?
Aggression. And then you gotta choke up the microphone.
We have a lot of things are going on, and before we get into things we heard yesterday, last week, the week before that, we're gonna go with breaking news that's going on today. Now, both of us were in an area today where I had to really be like, are we even good where we're at right now?
Right.
Because all over the news, there were bomb threats, there were suspicious packages, and they sent it to everybody except for Trump. Or am I bugging? Like, what is going on here? What does my boy Obama have to do with that?
I'm really offended that Obama and Clinton got it. Like, those are
Right.
the 2 coolest presidents we could have ever had. So
I
I'm
mean,
gonna need
send
you
it to Hillary.
guys-
Send it to Hillary. So,
Oh.
according to our research, all the people that was sent the bombs with people that Trump has been screaming that he hated for the last couple of months, especially the Clintons and CNN. So a lot of people were wondering, move that way a little bit. A lot of people were wondering if this is Trump's fault, if it's Trump supporters Trump fans, as you will say, that because everybody got it except for him. Or not that they got it, it was sent to them and it got stopped in mail processing.
That's weird.
So weird.
I mean, Trump would be my number one pick if I ever had a pick.
Right.
In that category. Why not?
Sorry, Mr. President.
I can't.
It's scary. It's scary to think, like, especially today, I'm at work. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't have CNN in front of me. I didn't have news updates in front of me.
All right, so let's take a poll and let's see who... Oh, we're doing ASMR, like, waves here. Is that what's going on?
We're doing sign language.
Anyway, so, let's take a poll. I think we should have... Well, actually, first of all, let's just say I think Trump did it. Let's just put that out there. I think Trump did it. I think Trump had people do it for him.
He pulled one of the let me mess this up and clean it up.
Yeah, because, you know, scandal shit is going on.
I can see that. I can see that.
So, I would not be shocked is basically what my point is with that, because how are you not the one person to get it?
Word on the playground is that he said he doesn't think transsexuals, transgenders should have any rights. So he's trying to set us back.
It's so important for everyone to really get up and go vote. And everyone this year is making such a big deal about it. Like, all of your favorite artists are pretty much posting, you know, go vote. They're like reminding everyone
even
you should
Smack
go vote.
said go vote.
Smack, URL staff, like everyone is really just pressing the issue, because if you're that person that sits there and thinks, you know, who am I? Like, one little vote isn't gonna matter if I don't vote or whatever it is. If that's the case, like, that's almost the same thing as like saying, like, why do you go and buy lottery? It could be everyone in the world, or it could be you. It's the same odds. Just go vote.
Have you been falling for the lottery? Have you been playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
Probably too much. Yeah.
It's all about the ASMR lottery. What's crazy is that I really feel like they're selling us dreams. Like, maybe it's because I don't know anybody in particular. I know I used to watch a documentary on what would happen to the people after they win. Like, it was like a curse. Or how there would be people that they got it, ran through it, and their life was like not life-changing. So when I see million, billion, you know what I think about?
Oh, my God.
How many homeless people there are. How many non-shelters there are that could be used with that money. Like, I'm not saying it's our job to take care of every homeless person we come across, but
with that kind of money,
right? In the
you could do a little something.
What? Fix this economy.
Let's clear this up. Y'all didn't watch, you know who Kevin Leary is?
I've heard.
Shark Tank.
Oh.
Yes, Kevin Leary. Yes.
He's the older dude with the bald head.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yes.
So he broke it down. He said you win, one person wins 1.6 billion, right? First off, you take the lump sum, right?
Taxes coming out.
Automatically 50% off of that takes you down to 800 million.
Okay.
Why
Right?
50%?
That's just the way it is. If you want that lump sum.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right. If you want the lump sum,
then
you're right.
You're looking at about 50% again off the 800 for the taxes. That leaves you 400. 400 million.
It's still a lot more than what I have in my pocket.
1.6, and you're not getting.
You never get that right. Exactly. That's like Oprah. When you go to Oprah, if you win a car, guess what? You got to pay the taxes on that car.
Right.
You didn't win a car ever. You're still gonna have to pay some type of payment on that car. I learned that the hard way when I won that Jamaica trip. They sent me something for my taxes, and I was like, "Excuse me, I won this."
Then my girl was telling me then you take the money and you invest it, you still have to pay taxes on
your investment
as it accumulates.
He said, I think he broke it down, and he said you wind up being able to live off of 1.6 million a year, which is
it's so amazing.
Oh.
It's just not what they promised.
But it's just not what they're going out and actually saying to the people. And now they said someone in either it was South Carolina or North Carolina.
South.
They said there was one winner.
winner.
And then everybody's like, bull crap.
But again, like I say, when you break it down, they don't have 1.6 billion.
Right. But this is the highest prize, so I mean, it's still a win-win.
I'll take 1.6 thousand right now.
Right. I'll take anything. I'll take $1. You got $1? I'll take it all.
What would you guys do if you hit the lotto? First of all, I'd go to work the next day. I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd be at my desk like,
you are sick.
not for long. I'm not saying I would ride it out for
You are
life,
sick.
but I would wait until I get all that money. I wouldn't want it to be obvious that I won.
I'm sorry.
That's because I come from a paranoid
You would
family.
never see me again.
There's one more thing. If you decide not to go public and say, hey, I won the money on TV or something like that, that's another...
Deduction?
Oh,
they trying to get you pinched.
Also, you have to say
You
it.
have to tell.
It's okay. I would dye my hair,
wish on you.
cut
I don't
it, do a
trust
whole
your
different style.
billion.
I
or
would
your
add
little cash.
freckles. That's fine. You
What?
have all the money in the world.
The whole point is to hide yourself, and they're like, you better tell them, or else we're taking off more money.
Sweetheart, you
Sick.
dye your hair, you cut it, you style it, you go somewhere
We
else,
getting
and
robbed,
no one will ever
dog.
know.
We getting robbed.
No one will ever know. The costumes, special effects nowadays, are you crazy?
Yeah, I'll come on TV with the little mustache, like I won, and the muffled voice, you know, on like Gangland when they change their voice.
You'd be like, I smoked mad cigarettes
Yeah.
today. Excuse me.
Walk around with a black thing, right?
Yo, I'm gonna put the bandana around my face. You know,
Dye your hair.
the meme that says, "Oh, I thrive off negativity." That's gonna be me. I
You know
can't.
what's funny? Some people have that type of face. It's easy to forget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even though you saw them on TV, like,
You
'cause
walk
I
right
see
by
kids,
them.
They say a kid is missing, right? But I don't
Sometimes
remember
they
what
look
the kid looked like.
Right.
But if I see it right now and I bump into them, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, kid,
Exactly.
you're the
Well,
one that
this
I."
guy's wanted for murder. Like, you know, if you don't have that face, you guys have that face. You can't hide.
Oh,
Yep.
which is why we would definitely make sure that we dye our hair or do something.
In Missouri, the law is you don't have to say you won. There was a woman here that bought $5.50 for the lotto. There was a guy yesterday, my coworker, went to Starbucks and she said that she ran to the store real quick and there was a guy in there who spent $400 on the like playing the numbers.
Oh my! Imagine how
He must have
feels
played every
today.
number. But see what I remember, because I remember a while ago a friend of mine did it, and even if you don't hit every number, if you get certain numbers, you might get
you still get
1,000.
something.
I never understood how to play that game. Like, I don't get the lotto at all. If it's not like, nah, I just don't get it. Like that Powerball extra number, all of that.
I don't know.
I need like a formula, a calculation. I would look at all the winning numbers and I'd be trying to find a pattern, and I'm like, no.
Honestly, you guys should see how this one plays craps.
Yeah.
Honestly, because this is so. She needs to know the routine and the structure. Like, okay, so I have to put this here.
Right. I need to see a pattern. I just need to. I can't just blindly go in there picking numbers. No way. You ain't getting me.
A lot of celebrities were buying like stacks like this. It looked like money. How many tickets they had?
Like
Right.
if they need it, how greedy of them. They're
That's
the last
like one
people that
year,
need
J
that.
Lo's mom won, and everybody was so mad because it was J Lo's mom.
Right.
It was like, you already got
shouldn't
money.
even be playing. Come on, leave it for the rest of us
No
regular
fair,
people that
lady.
don't have famous family members.
Shit, Kevin Leary played.
I
got
I think he had like 3 or
so-
4 tickets. So
I can't. Like,
He
if
already
he needs
rich.
another billion to just invest.
Before we get into the serious stuff, let me do a little bashing. Yep, 'cause that's what I do now. I keeps it real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it anymore. And this is how I feel. So conveniently, as in convict. Conveniently, Fab married Emily secretly in a secret location. You know what that tells me? That she can now not testify against him in court.
yes.
I'll be damned. I wait all that time,
But you
2
know
kids
what?
later, and you want to marry me because of that?
And
That's
she took
basically
it.
what it is.
And she took it. Like, come
Oh,
on.
Emily.
Who are you mad at here? Are you
Emily.
mad at Emily or Fab? Because Fab is just a genius at this point. Like,
And you know what it was? I'm going to tell you how it went down. Fab was chilling with the guys, and they was lighting up a cohiba. And they're like, bro, if y'all was married, she won't be able to testify against you. And he was like, I'm going to text her right now and say, let's get married. But he probably finessed her and was like, we're not going to do it in public.
There's no finessing.
I don't want people to judge you.
He clearly just told her.
Of what just happened. No, never. I would never, because let me tell you why. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Romy said, y'all would have done the same thing, stop fronting. No, and I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, them kids is grown. These aren't, Joso is not a baby. He's grown. The other one's big now. Yeah, but that other boy is big. This is time. This woman has been with him since the first season of Love and Hip Hop. That is a long time. Now you want to marry her? Tui. I would have been like, that's funny, because now I'm over you, actually, and I don't want to be with you. I feel like women don't read between the lines a lot of times. She's so, I mean, and I can't knock you being in love with somebody. I don't have kids, so I don't know that attachment to, you know what I mean, a child's father, so I can't be like, oh, I'd walk away, I'd leave you. But
I'm sorry, what attachment?
Thank you.
What attachment? It's really more of how long, I guess, you've been with that person, the history you have with that person. And some women are like blindly, obsessively in love. There are some women out there that really have like blind eyes when it comes to being with a man.
Yo, Emily.
And that's Emily.
Emily and every female out there that believe they're in a situation like this, and you think that that's your worth. That's called codependency.
By the way, guys, it is Domestic Awareness Month. Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Yes, it is.
So
October.
Good, because I'm not bashing Emily because I know she's in love. What I am bashing is the fact that after all this time, she doesn't have her own self-esteem. It's like she feels her being Fab's wife is her claim to fame, and she forgets that she was a famous stylist before that. She's a great person individually. Like, why do girls feel like they need a man so much? And she probably was like, I got you.
She's probably never been alone. She's probably never actually had time.
Bad. Emily is so bad, yo. Like, how can it be the baddest ones that are not confident like that?
Because, I mean, I don't know. Everyone has, like, their own different reasons and whys and don'ts and all just craziness. So,
I mean, maybe because he's skinny, and we heard what they say about skinny guys. I get that.
So, anyway.
I get that. But that is not enough, Emily B. That is not enough. You sold yourself short. All this time. Run, Emily. Run. And I'm a Fab fan musically. But what he just tried to do, you would never be able to get that off on me. Never. I'd be like, you want to what?
Right.
You want to get married now? You want to get married? Nah, we should wait. We should wait till next year. There's a lot going on. Let's just start planning this big extravagant. Well, I'll be damned. 2 kids later, you gonna marry me in a back alleyway?
How do you know it was a back alleyway? What if it was a really nice church?
No, it was like on the low. On the low.
I don't know.
Another relationship. 2 more. So, I'm gonna save the shocker for last. So, Cassie and Diddy, let's talk about it. Word on the playground is Cassie has left the castle.
Finally.
My mom always says she
single.
thinks Cassie likes girls. According to my mom, she's like, Cassie's gay. Diddy, we never want to say it. We don't ever want to say it because he's like our James Brown of this generation. But if he's hiding something, that would be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's say maybe he is a little gay.
There's so many rumors about Diddy being gay. I mean, these days, you just never know. I've just seen one too many pictures of Diddy doing some
Was her contract
things.
up? Was like the contractual agreement up or something? See, I always wondered how she made it this far without getting pregnant. And see, they said he has a new young girl. Somebody in the chat said Diddy already showed his girl, and she looks young. That's what makes. But see, that's what we thought about Cassie when he went.
Diddy got with her. Everyone said the same thing. Like she's really young.
A beard.
Right. I mean, possibly. because you're Diddy. So think about it. Like, you've done just about every bad bitch there is in the world. You've done just about everything there is to do. You have all the money to do whatever your wildest dreams desires. Like, this man is one of the most successful men in hip hop. So
money can't buy happiness.
You can't tell me. I mean, look at all these like porn people that turn gay eventually because they've just done so much. Like, it's not no longer entertaining to them. I wouldn't be shocked if that's what Diddy's life has come to.
And see, I'm happy that Cassie's free because she deserves to live her life. Anybody that stays in that type of relationship, like, all right, it sounds cool. Like, oh, I'm going to be with you. You could cheat if you want to.
You're always going to look great. You're always going to be dolled up.
No. But it's almost like they're both selling themselves short. Because Diddy's never going to find somebody that genuinely loves him. He's always going to find somebody that's just here to reap the benefits and to walk around and be his little arm candy. So to him, as much as guys think that's cool to be able to switch it up, dog, men are human, and at the end of the day, you're going to go to sleep and be like, damn, nobody loves me. They just love what I can provide for them. So he's selling himself short. Cassie, girl, you deserve a whole baby in these streets. Like, all right, you're young.
Maybe she doesn't want a baby.
Get it out.
Not everyone wants to have a baby.
Right?
Not everyone wants to get married and have kids, though. Like, that.
But she, all right, which is true. She doesn't have to get married, but she does deserve someone that's not going to cheat on her. Like, it's fun for the meantime. Like, if you're dating someone and you're like, look, you could do you, I could do me, but we're going to hang out together, whatever. That's cool. But it's only going to go for so long. A few years later, one or the other is going to get into a different relationship. The girl could end up pregnant. Like, you know what I mean? There's just so many factors as to why that could get messy the longer time goes on.
Right.
Because it's all good for Diddy to have girls, but if Cassie would have been sneaking a fine, handsome brother in the back door, Shade Room would have been all over that.
Which we don't know if she has.
I hope she did.
We really don't.
I hope you did, Cassie.
Me too.
I hope you made the best out of that cast. I hope the pool man.
I hope she bagged some really bad bitches, which fucking Cassie, I bet she did.
God bless you, Cassie.
Now, who else? Who else is the surprising?
Oh my God. I can't even deal with this. It like really hurts my soul.
Oh.
So I see a post. Shout out to Kid Capri. He's a big, battle rap fan. Shout out, long time, epic DJ. Y'all know, if y'all don't know who he is, you're too young for me, bro. So Kid Capri posts that some girl in her tell-all book put that she was mad. I need to stop talking with my hands. I'm going to sit on my hands. So in her book, she said that she was upset that she had to pay for her flight.
Okay, Brittany Renner.
See Colin Kaepernick. Who is she?
Brittany Renner is, I think she was a cheerleader from Baltimore, maybe?
Ravens cheerleader?
Not entirely sure. Don't want to give out the wrong facts, but she's bad as shit. And I'm sorry, she's fly as hell. I have no bad things to say. Besides the fact that she's a little outspoken. She's done a couple of like videos on Instagram. She's the one that said something about being crazy, or like how she doesn't have to explain herself to people, or why she does what she does to people. Like, she's,
what did she be
I'm
doing?
I'm sure you've seen
Ran
her.
into her, does not know. Well, I know that she made this
She exposed
statement.
Lil Uzi.
Oh, what'd she say about him?
She had a whole thing on. That's what like Shade Room and everything was posting, because they were saying that
in
she
her book
posted.
Now. She's like the new superhead.
Yeah, kind of, because she said something about I swallowed your kids and blah blah. It was like a whole and it had to do with Uzi. So now, this whole paying for her own flight situation with Colin Cap, it was basically him telling her, like, if you really, really like me for who I am, then you'd pay for your own flights.
Yo, Colin Kaepernick.
So everyone's
so,
like, yo, he's
school.
the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
He got a whole girlfriend on Hot 97.
This was before
6 p.m. every day. He goes out with Nessa.
I can't.
So
This is before Nessa.
Was
this
it?
is when he was single and like mingling and shit.
Or was it all right when Future did it? Remember the Future incident?
Where Future, she flew all the way down there and he said she got to pay for her hotel room, or she said she didn't want to do nothing. So, so he let. But
so that's why he figuring, let me make her pay for her flight. If she give me some, maybe the next time I'll pay for the flight.
Right. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that Nessa and him broke up? Is that the surprising couple?
No. The thing is, when everybody was posting it, all the guys were making this whole argument whether or not girls should pay for it, whether the girls, like, whether it's wrong or not on his part. And other people were like, but he got a girlfriend. So nobody knew that this was before Nessa.
Oh, that's how I took it.
No, they're saying, like, if this shit was going on, like, once this, because him and Nessa been together for years now, since he been on his knee, okay? Since he got on the knee. So I just look at it like everybody is so quick to big him up and be like, yeah, Kaepernick's right, yeah, that girl should pay for that, yeah, pay for your flight. And I'm just like, nobody cares that he just cheated on Nessa.
No, but I really think this was before Nessa.
We got to get to the bottom of this. Did he
They would have
cheat
broken
on
up
Nessa?
already. This is definitely before Nessa.
I don't know. Nessa might pull a Emily.
Nah.
And might ride this wave.
I don't see that happening. And especially if she was to stick around, she would still have to address it.
Yo, I could. Don't
you
let
know,
me
once you're in
argue with
public,
Kaepernick.
you have to address
like,
that
you
shit.
fake woke. Go
Oh my
You
God.
cheating. Good thing you don't play. You probably would have cheated on the game too. Yeah, I would have went crazy. Crazy on Kaepernick, yo. Oh my God. That's why they don't want you on the field now, because you be cheating.
Crazy. See, but now, like, once again, do you think it's wrong to pay for your, if your significant other would tell you, you know, I need to know it's real because they got whatever they got.
And let me
would
tell
you then feel like you have to prove, like, yeah, baby, I love you, and then pay for your own flight?
I mean, I hope she doesn't love Kaepernick, but I know what you're saying. I think that it depends on who the person is. There's probably one person I would pay for my own flight for. I was trying to think of a celebrity, but because you know what I mean, that's what it is she's saying celebrity. Other than that, I just look at it like are they in another state? Like, I'm really trying to think. Someone offered me to fly to, let's say, like Cali before, and I said no because I'm just old school and I feel like I'm gonna get kidnapped, killed, all types of ill shit. But now if it's somebody you know and you genuinely like them,
right?
If they say come out here, it's the same thing like saying like, yo, meet me.
It's not the
same
thing.
But what I will say is the old me would have did that shit with no problem, and I was a sucker back then. So now it's like, no, treat them like hoes too. It depends. If you really like that person, by all means, pay for that flight. But if they just one of my hoes, nah, bruh. Nah.
By all means, pay for that flight, mamas. But see, they were going, weren't they like, from what I got out of this whole thing?
I'll pay for a flight for a person that I know could pay for my flight.
Hello, it's Colin fucking Kaepernick.
So she'll probably like, oh yeah, that would make me do it more because I'd be like, yo, bro.
Exactly.
I don't need you.
That's what my point is.
I got this. I got this.
I feel like she just took a shot of this.
Yeah, I get
that's
it
what
now.
I'm trying to say this whole time is any woman that has her own that already. I hate when a man that has his own feels like just because you're a woman you need something from him. Like, you know, there's women
then
out
that
there.
comes with sex. If they book the flight, then they think you gotta have sex with them. That's where that comes in.
Touche. I can't even.
They'll be telling all their friends, I done paid for this flight. They gonna future me and not even freaking.
Some motherfuckers get mad when they take them to dinner and don't get nothing. So.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Extreme.
That is crazy.
That is extreme. Guys need to realize, we were having a conversation about that recently where guys assume like you have to sleep with them. Or let's say if it's someone you slept with in the past and y'all hanging out, yo, bro, this does not mean that's going down.
This is where me and you argue. Because I always tell you, if that person's from the past and that's it, then you need to That's it. No more. That's it.
I'm always trying to hang out. And it's always backfiring on me. It's like I swear I'm always in the friend zone, and then when somebody does something, I'm just like, how could they do that?
And I'm here the whole time like, I told you. But you wanna go and keep all right.
So is that a compliment or an insult?
What?
Both of y'all like, what, nigga? What?
I'm
What the fuck is you talking about? That's what it felt like to me.
That was not aggression, I swear. No.
Is it a compliment or insult when the dude is, he thinks he gonna get something, he attempts to get something?
It's a little bit of an insult.
It's an insult.
I mean,
never a compliment.
No, because it's them thinking, oh, they got this. Like, oh, you got it like that. I'd rather a dude look at me like with a little bit
not
of
knowing what to
intimidation,
do, like
or
respectful.
like, is it okay? Because if you just walk up to me and palm my ass, I'm gonna be like, bro.
So what
consent is.
Are you giving him a sign?
See, this is the all right.
No. This is the problem. A lot of things get miscommunicated somehow. Like certain things that women say, and we think that we're curving you respectfully. Men think that that's an open door to keep going.
There we go. Example.
So we never know what even if we tell you and straight up like, well, I like girls. I like girls too.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of seeing someone.
About a threesome.
Exactly.
Right. And
like there's always
like that.
something to keep them going. So it's like, how do you really ever? Guys
You know what the
don't
problem
respect
is?
the curve.
I don't think y'all understand. There are all different types of women. There are women that only like to be fucked.
Right.
They don't like to have sex.
Right.
Some women like rough sex.
Right.
Some women like aggressive dudes. So it's like you go on a date with a woman and you're not trying to have sex. They like, this nigga soft.
But we're talking
That's
about
true.
first
No.
date.
No.
Doesn't matter. First date, second date, there are different approaches that men don't know.
Some girls would get insulted and be like, he didn't even try nothing.
Right. That's why I said, is it an insult or is it,
I guess
what
it
I mean?
depends on what kind of woman you are.
Depends on what kind of woman.
That's
you are.
true. That's true.
But for y'all, it's an insult.
It's if you think, oh, she's coming over here to chill, or oh, we gonna link up, and you automatically assume that, then it's like, what did I do to give you that
who
impression?
do you think I
if it's somebody I've had sex with before,
Maybe
or
it's
if
the
dating,
see-through bra and shirt that you wore that he could see your
Oh.
nipples through the shirt.
We need Amber Rose in here because according to Unc, I brought it on myself with what I was wearing.
You didn't bring no physical
Right.
thing, but you brought that down with the way she
But
looking right now.
at
Maybe
the
it's a
same
possibility
time,
I got a
So
chance.
you can't be fashionable, is what you're
But
saying.
look at-
we
perfect
have to
example.
watch what we wear, because if not, that's letting people know that we want that.
Example, this shirt that I have on right now, right?
No, that
Let's
shirt
say-
doesn't say it to me.
Okay, but let's say I wore this and a guy was like, oh, she gave me the wrong impression. I've had a media job once where I wore a covered up sweater and they were like, why did you come on air looking like a grandma instead of looking like this?
Well, because sex sells in the media.
At
That's
that
why.
age, I was like, excuse me?
That's
Why
why,
would
though.
you say that to me?
Listen.
It's so
Say that to
hard.
me.
I think that's
It's so
crazy
hard
that
being a
depending
girl,
on what
yo.
you wear, like, because I've gone through that too. Like, I like to wear nice, like, tight fitting clothes time to time, or, a crop top or whatever. Like, I like skirts. I like all the fashionable shit you could think of. But most of the time, you'll catch me in an extra large hoodie, double XL shirt, and nice big tight, not tight, but loose sweatpants. Why? Because guys don't know how to behave. So
That's
I have
so
to watch
crazy.
what I wear depending on where I know that I'm going, because
Or we'll
of
get
what people
judged,
are gonna
like-
sit there
like
and
Houston.
and try to say. Like,
Houston
that's
was
crazy.
3,450 degrees. And
You lying.
because
It was
of
3,449 degrees.
and
You're
because
exaggerating.
of what we were wearing,
We were wilding out, girls.
we were freaking ring car girls. They thought we were wilding out girls. Somebody thought we were.
Well, you
call
were at a smack
girls.
event and you're sexy, beautiful women. So,
But even
what-
even the day before that, we went to like the gay bars.
Yeah,
And
it
they were
was
looking
like
at us
around
like-
Pride. It was Pride weekend, so we went to a nice little gay area, like the Village,
The
but
barcode.
in Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the other
the
barcode, not
barcode.
Scotty's barcode. The other barcode
Barcode.
in Houston.
We ended up in there, you know.
And people literally judged us. So you would pay for your flight to see Colin Kaepernick.
Damn.
I'm curious.
Hold on.
I got a lot of pride, so I'm paying for it.
Me a couple years ago would have paid for it because but see, I'm always down for an adventure, so that's my problem. I'm always like, if a friend of mine lives somewhere like in Cali or Florida, like, yo, come, I'm gonna come because I know we're gonna have fun and it's a new place and I've never been there and it sounds like thrills.
But wait
to
a minute.
me. So
Do
I
we-
wouldn't look at it kind of like,
Do we know why she was going? Did he ask her to come see him?
oh, it was more
Did
than
she
obvious.
say, I'm coming to see you? Yeah, I mean, because if she offers to come see him, it's not his job to say, I'll pay for your ticket.
Right, that's why I
If
said
he
it.
says, come
I
see
think it
me,
was like discussed between them. Like, if you want to
But
see
see, we
me,
don't know
you're
that.
gonna pay for it.
or
and if
in
that
the
was
book.
the case, then great.
Or if he could have finessed it and be like, well, I'm going to be out in New York for the next month or two. You know, I'm out here. If you want, come out here.
Right.
And we can hang out. We could set something up.
And
That
another
would've
question
been
I
a
have,
straight stone cold stunner. Like,
did she go? She never went.
I don't know, we
She
gotta
said
read
she
this
had to
book.
pay for her own flight. So
Okay,
yeah,
if she went and
she
paid for her
definitely
own
did it.
flight, why is she complaining? Don't do it if it's the
She's
wrong
not
thing.
complaining. It's a tell-all book, so she's just writing about her experiences with these men.
Oh.
So she's
Oh,
not really, she's not really
okay.
saying anything bad. That's just what everyone's putting their 2 cents into it, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, would
okay.
you have done it?" But she wasn't really complaining. She's just
I mean,
saying,
as a female, I'm looking at him like, okay, Colin Kaepernick. But then if that was my son or something, I'd be like, good job, son. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Don't let these hoes.
And what was
finesse
she?
you.
She was a superhead.
Like I mean, she's been with a couple men in the industry. She's a cheerleader. She's been with Uzi.
See, she's give cheerleaders a bad name. I remember I wanted to be a professional cheerleader.
I mean, she's pretty hot, guys. She really is.
We gotta look her up.
I just don't. I'm not into the whole tell-all books and like
Yeah,
like
that's whack.
that whole route to me is corny. Like, don't leave that shit for pillow talk. Whatever you're doing.
And
I'll
not to
write my
mention, you
book-
can lie and spice it up and make it seem more than what it was.
I'll write my
anyway.
tell-all book when I'm 80. So half of the people will be dead. What are you gonna say to me? I'm freaking 80.
Oh my God, I can't.
And if you probably kill me, you'd probably be doing me a favor.
No, exactly. My days are numbered. I'm down.
Nah, some people see 100 and still kicking, so you never know.
That's so
Okay,
crazy.
this is Brittany Renner. Hold on.
Okay,
because
let me
this-
see.
you've
Oh, she
definitely
looks
seen
regular.
her.
She's cute.
Zaire, what up,
she's
brother?
hot.
I see you. You
Her
welcome
face is a little
anytime, man. You got the
chipmunky.
key.
She's cute though.
She's cute.
So she's.
She ain't cute enough to pay for a flight. Obvious.
Yo, but you're talking about a professional football player. She cute. She's fine. She got a nice body. That's one in a
She's so
fucking
fire.
million, though.
Right.
So what made her any special that he was gonna pay for her flight?
I guess that's how he looked at it.
Right.
He looked at it like I could get anyone I want.
I want
And,
everybody
like,
to
they
go
will
on the
come to
Nessa's
me,
page and kick it
so-
to Nessa. I want every fly dude across the world to offer Nessa a flight
Oh
anywhere.
my God.
Because I don't
Wow.
condone cheaters.
They are together as together could be. I mean, all Nessa post is.
I don't know how long I'm going to be standing with Kaepernick. No, I'm kidding.
Like, could I
He
at least
doesn't
sit
even
down?
know you.
Hey, I'm going to have to sit this
I ain't
one
gonna
out.
take a knee,
Cap.
but can I sit at least?
Okay. Do I got to pay for my flight to your rally? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So before we get out of here, we got 2 important stuff to cover.
Important stuff.
The caravan
Okay.
and the bleaching.
Okay. Which one do you want to do first?
SZA, what's her name? What's the Jamaican
Spice.
girl?
Spice, that's
Get
the
in, y'all,
bleach.
y'all get in when you gonna get in. But I just thought that was
Yeah,
Boy!
that's the other one. The skin bleaching. Okay, so we'll get into that one first as Unc knows about it.
Right.
So now Spice put out a picture. Everybody knows Spice is very dark. She usually has the blue hair.
Spice from Love and Hip Hop. She's a reggae artist.
Right.
She's so fucking fire.
Mind you, me and V have been playing Spice for years. Like, Spice was my turn up, like, pre-game, we getting ready to go out, I'm blasting Spice in the house.
Right.
So it's good to see her
snaps.
finally on Love and Hip Hop, but at the same time, I'm just like, you people are so late. Spice has been out forever.
I was late. I didn't know she was.
So
Really?
she did a promotion a promotional shoot where her makeup was very, very light.
No, she was white.
And her
Let's not
hair
say her
was
makeup
blonde.
was very light. It doesn't even do it justice. She was pasty. She was milky. That's
and
how
that was
white
called
she is.
Black hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Black hip hop.
Okay. So now what? Now at first V didn't know it was for that. V was one of the people that saw it and thought she really bleached her
I
skin.
just looked at the picture. I didn't even read the caption. I didn't even try to figure out
Right.
why.
Right.
I just saw the picture and I was like, why would you do that? Why would you ever try to change the color? That's a different type of hate. When you change the color of your skin.
It's a different type of self-hate.
Exactly. Like, I mean, I get these girls that go out with the boobs and, like, you know, let me do the mommy, like the tummy tuck and this, that, and the third. All right. Like, vanity to every extent is understandable. But to bleach your skin color, that's
Sammy Sosa did it.
That's
oh my
crazy
God!
to
Have you
me.
guys
And
seen
look at him.
Sammy
Oh,
Sosa? He
looked
looks
fucking
crazy.
And look at
ridiculous.
him.
Imagine Sammy Sosa at his family parties or Thanksgiving. I'd be like, Tui, I'd spit out every time.
You know how them Spanish people are,
Right.
man.
He probably, like, scares people.
So people really thought that Spice did the bleaching for real, for real. I knew she wasn't, but I just had to look into it. So what was her message behind that? What is she trying to...
Oh, you didn't see the video?
No.
There's a song.
Okay.
It's called Black Hypocrisy.
Yeah, that's why she did it.
Okay.
She
That's
did
the
a whole fucking video talking about how, you know, how people are making black women feel insecure and shit,
And make them go
making them
lighter.
do shit like that. But that was Little Kim's reason for doing all the shit she
Right.
did to herself. She said because she didn't feel beautiful. I guess dude she was fucking with was telling her she wasn't.
Or that she had one dude say, "You're pretty for a black girl," and then another dude tell her that she was, or
Man,
like
Lil
she
Kim
could
was
look
cute
better.
as fuck. She was
Right.
skinny as fuck.
She was
Lil Kim
bad
was cute.
as shit before.
She
There was
wasn't
a-
bad as shit. She was cute.
There was
She
a
didn't have no
picture
body.
of her, and
It
they
doesn't
were
matter.
like, they
Doesn't
said
For
matter.
her frame,
Bad
she
as
was
fuck.
bad as shit.
Bad as fuck. You gotta have a little more cushion on her. She didn't have enough
Ah.
cushion.
Everyone's different.
I'm just
everyone's
saying.
different.
I'm a man that like a
There's
little
no
cushion.
Right.
That's
You
all.
don't like them little body girls.
Yeah, but they gotta have a little cushion, even if they little body.
See, and there's a meme going around of Little Kim, her old Little Kim, and it said today's kids will never know who this is, and it's true.
It's true.
Because they won't.
They'll know the new one, but not the
So
old one.
it's true because they bring up a lot of celebrities, and you know I hate to bring my girl Beyonce into this because I'm very protective of Beyonce, but she's the biggest one that they talk about. That when she came in, she was 3 shades darker
Beyonce?
than she is now. Like Beyonce was dark, like she was a
Was she?
shade of brown. And now they show Beyonce and she's like high yellow. Beyonce was never high yellow. She was light skinned.
I don't think she had anything done.
I think it's the makeup. But there are people that actually go as far as the bleaching. And V even caught girls on Instagram that are into that.
Oh my god, it was so
Little
crazy.
girls.
It was like a random like Instagram like and follow that I got. And it was like in a different language or something. So I clicked on it like, who is this person? And it was a little girl from I think Thailand or one of those like, you know, countries out there. And, you know, she had a whole bunch of pictures with her friends or whatever. And then she had a picture of this ad of like a bar of soap. And it basically like the ad was like the girl was like, you know, fair, like she was tanned or a little bit darker. And she was washing her arms, scrubbing it with the soap. And then once the water got sprayed on it, her skin color completely changed. From, I mean, not completely drastically, but it changed. It got a lot lighter than it was compared to the second arm. So it's crazy and it's sad to me that this is really just, people may think like this is just like, you know, like a black lives issue, but it's everywhere because
Right.
black people aren't just like in one place. Like there's black Spanish people, there's black Indians, there's black everywhere in all these races. And it's so sad to see that even in other, you know, countries or whatever, this is something that it continues to be an issue. Like,
Right.
oh, you're too dark, so you need to go and change your skin
Right.
color, or oh, she can't be pretty because she's too dark skinned. That's crazy.
Like we were saying in what was it? A friend of mine went to Dominican Republic and she said that at the swim up bar or the restaurant they treated her different or didn't want to serve her because she was the darkest one there. And my thing is like, how can it? I can see in America where we're all taught about slavery and dumb shit, and there's places that are still wild races. But if you're in your own country, like if you're in Dominican Republic, I can't see how people are racist against each other. There's got to be the way they're teaching something, the way things are shown on TV. It's mentally instilled in people's head that the lighter you are, the better the opportunities. Because I don't understand how it happens in other countries. I totally understand America because I know America's fucked up. I know the way they teach things, you know, kind of leans your mind to believe these things. But like you said, in Costa Rica.
We were having this talk earlier, and I was explaining to her that there is a city in Costa Rica, a town called Limon. Costa Rica is where I'm from. And in Limon, every single person is black. There's not like, I mean, I guess that's just where everyone lives. And they're all types of shades of brown and black.
I'm in
there. And it's like, you know, like no one in Costa Rica, even in Costa Rica, they don't go there. Like people from all other places don't go there for anything. They just kind of leave that area alone, and they look down on the people that are fairly dark skinned, or you know, so it's crazy. Like it happens everywhere. It's not just America, and like I said, it's not just here, it's other races too that go through this. And Spanish people aren't that far behind, because we do that to our own people.
Right.
Like if you really look at Univision, or if you go, you know, Channel 47 or any of the Spanish channels, when have you ever seen dark skinned, you know, a Dominican beautiful, anyone from anywhere? When have you ever seen a dark-skinned reporter or
That's
a dark-skinned, you know, beautiful girl like on the panel?
Channel, and I was gonna say Univision, but that sounds so white.
Univision.
The way
I got you, girl.
They be having the bad mommies giving the little weather and all that, but everybody, you gotta look like Sofia Vergara.
Right, like you gotta be light-skinned, you gotta have the blonde hair, or you gotta have like the light-skin look. Like it's just, it happens everywhere. And it's an issue that needs to be addressed everywhere. Like, of course.
Yeah, love it. Black is beautiful.
Exactly.
Own it. Own it.
Be proud of it. Like that's, and honestly.
He said he's trying to get in the middle of that. He said he'll pay for both flights.
I even wrote to that little girl, and I mean, I don't know if she'll understand it, because like I said, it was her whole name and everything was in a different language. But I even told her, like, listen, you're beautiful. Like you should be proud of what you look like. You should be proud of who you are. And this is just the beginning. This girl was like 12 years old, 10 to 12 years old. I'm like, be proud of who you are and be proud of what you look like. Like you're only at the beginning. You're going to continue blossoming into a young lady. You should love who you are. Don't ever think that you have to be a different, you know, color.
Right.
That's true. That is very true. Especially in other countries. That's another thing. Like my mom, when I was growing up, if I would eat too much, she'd be like, oh no, you're going to get fat. Put the plate down. You can't. Like I would go to serve myself again, and she'd be like, no, you're going to get fat. You can't do that.
Yo,
if I walked outside.
So funny with that.
Fuck boys that are telling women they're not good looking. And then they eat that up, and then it fucks their self-esteem.
Exactly.
I hate those.
Exactly. Like that's toxic, like vibes that go in, and depending on how strong you are as an individual, is how you're gonna receive that.
I can't stress that enough, especially to young ladies. And if you're already going through your own self-esteem issues, don't listen to these corny dudes that are trying to tell you about yourself. Because I know for a fact that there are dudes that put you down just to cripple your confidence, so that you don't do better than them, or you don't think you could do better than them. And half the time,
you'll stay with them.
Right. You'll be the prize, and they're the cornballs, and they're the ones telling you there's something wrong with you. It happened to my life.
I can't.
And then it's not so much racial, but it is. I don't know if you've seen, what's going on, where there's 1 million people marching out of, what is it, Ecuador?
I think it's Honduras.
I'm sorry.
Everyone,
crazy.
It's like,
I thought it was Mexico.
No, they're in Mexico.
Now they're in
It's
Mexico.
a whole voyage. Now, my thing is, how did 10,000 people all agree at the same? We can't even agree to fucking protest something, but 10,000 people from Honduras all agreed to all get together on the same day at the same time and start this journey from Guatemala all the way up to Mexico to try to get into here.
Now y'all gonna be mad at me.
Why? Because you're about to say you don't want them here?
No, it's not that I don't want them here, but it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard. You know, you got all those people, and the problem is. When
Did you see pictures of like the like?
I saw the kid. One kid was, fainting because it was so hot and shit. So don't get me wrong, I feel bad. But then what happens when let's just say they open the gates, say, okay, all y'all come in. What are they gonna do with them? I know the conditions of where they at is fucked up, but they think they're gonna come over here and it be better for them. See, it's not always gonna be that much better.
Right. And see, people here are trained to say, well, I'm not using my tax dollars on them. We don't know where our tax dollar goes. Yeah. My thing is, if they're coming here, they're willing to work and do stuff, I'm down for it. But like you said, for all we know, we don't know if they're going to be able to work as soon as they get here. We don't know what's going to happen. I think they're brave as fuck for even coming here, knowing our president ain't even about this life.
I think they're brave.
Y'all going to be mad at me now, for real. Trump made a real fucking good point that a lot of fucking immigrants that come over here, they be fucking criminals. They run from their countries and get
Not
over
all
here.
of them.
But our government is also criminals.
A lot.
There's bad apples.
Our government are rapists.
And have you seen the skin color of most school shooters?
They're fucked up white people that do the same shit that they
already
do.
live here.
My point is,
no, I know what you mean.
They already live here.
Like my mom uses the word refugees.
It makes it worse on your people. It makes it harder for your good people of your from your heritage to come over here.
Right.
That's my point. You got the fucked up apples that come and they make it harder. That's why they don't want to just open the gates and come on in, because they don't know
what's going to happen.
Percentage of those guys or people that they're letting in.
Like Canada's in big trouble right now for that. Canada was letting a lot of refugees, I think Israel or somewhere else, they were letting a lot of their refugees come there. But let's say there's a Marriott here. They ran out of place to put these people, so 4 out of 5 floors were all refugees. So now if you coming on vacation and you're spending top dollar for your Marriott, there's a bunch of refugees on the same floor. So these people are pissed.
My point exactly. What are you gonna do with all of these
Syria.
people? What are you gonna do? Put them in a Guantanamo Bay type of environment, caged
I'm
environment?
not saying they're bad people. I'm
Right.
saying we're not liked right now. We have the worst president in the history of presidents.
Sure.
He's saying all the wrong racist shit. We have the worst people in place in politics. So I feel like it's not that we can't trust other countries because there's something wrong with them.
Right.
We can't trust them because there's something wrong with us right now.
That's what I'm saying.
We are public enemy number one.
I want to
But
say,
I don't think Ecuador is off anything like that.
as far as, all right, so I was not born here. I myself am not an immigrant, because I think immigrant means when you weren't supposed to be here, like you can't come in here or something. There's a difference.
Say it again.
Immigrant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know there's a term where, oh no, maybe I'm wrong. I know there's a term that you use that is like the people that couldn't come in this country or weren't allowed, but they still somehow got here.
Right.
So I came here legally, but I overstood my visa.
And
so
we
technically,
wish they never let your ass in, because you ain't did nothing but fuck up everything.
but be fabulous.
but be fabulous.
So I'm one of the people that got here, that came here. My parents came here for a better life, for
The right way, though.
Right, the right way. But I overstood my welcome and I never left. So that's where I fucked up. Thanks, Mom. So I like.
Don't talk too much, because I don't want the immigration coming in.
No.
They're gonna knock it next Wednesday.
I will say it's brave of everyone and all these families to finally pick up their stuff and say, let's go. I want a better life. My thing is,
yeah, but you can't.
Look at where we are today in America. Look at how hard it is to even be out in public. There's people that are pizza delivery, people that go and deliver, and then they get caught with USCIS, and all of a sudden they get sent back. So this is the worst time out of all times to try to make your way here. That's one. Two, on top of that, you're gonna have 10,000. You really
y'all
think
made the
we're
block
gonna
hot.
fucking come and be like, sure?
Y'all
you know
made
how
it
many
hot,
homeless
dog.
people we have? Like, There's so many people that still don't have jobs. Like,
They
this is
could've
not.
did that better.
This is my point.
Y'all could have went somewhere else. Y'all could have went to Europe. I mean, I hear shit's great over there. They don't even have processed
I
food.
would so
Go to Europe.
UK.
Why is everyone shit is not good here. It's fucked up here, fam. Like, they're predicting a fucking market crash in 2020. Like, this is not okay here. We are currently like just
we ain't got it.
We broke,
mind,
baby.
In their
Right.
mind, they'd rather sleep on a corner in America.
I hear that.
than over there. I hear that.
I hear
That's
that,
like
but
our boy we met in Texas,
Yeah,
where he said
but
he's
come
Mexican. He came over to Texas, and he literally said that back in Mexico, if you put on the TV, every commercial is like, "Come to America, it's so great here. Come to America, the land of opportunity. There's plenty of jobs in America." And then you get here, and you find out they don't even want you here. They don't like you here. They don't respect you here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was like before, because before, like when my parents came here, they would tell me stories where you could literally go anywhere, know someone from around the corner, and then go to their job and you're hired just off of talking to them. There was no resumes. There was no let me get your social security. There was none of that. So back then, it was a best time for anyone to come here. But now you can't do shit. You can't even drive. You don't even have an ID here as an immigrant. Like, you have nothing. You have zero rights.
A lot of them resort to the crimes.
Right.
Because now they got to survive. So,
and their crime is different than us.
They're surviving in a better country now, we got more shit for them to steal.
Or let's not go all the way left, but let's also say that if they don't go towards crime, you're talking about these people working at sweatshops and warehouses, working 16, 24-hour shifts sometimes because no one else will do it.
But nothing.
And that's what they have to do. These people have I've met so many people and have worked with so many hard-working, I'm talking really hard-working, responsible, always on time immigrants from Mexico, from Honduras, from El Salvador, Ecuador, from all over.
I met a kid. He came from
hard-working.
People that's hard-working.
This kid came from El Salvador. He wasn't even here for a week, and he had a job with me. And I was like, "That's crazy." I know people that have never had a job, and they've been here forever.
Right, and that's
the only thing is you can't just bum rush the gate.
Right.
That's just
I mean, 10,000 of y'all, I don't know who thought of this.
And see, like I said,
we were never going to let that happen.
Whoever thought of it, you need to
they were like,
who put that together and then hire them.
Right.
Like,
we need you.
Over here.
They were like, yeah, we need you to set up a rally for us because we need that type of unison.
Now, but here's a random, like...
Random.
How about they're
that.
saying that, you know how Mexico has always been so, you know, we've always had issues with the wall and coming here and the border and this and that, and, you know, you don't treat us well, and when we go there and this and that and all. Well, how about now that Mexico is where all of these immigrants are, now that Mexico has all of these people that are trying to cross to get to America, now the Mexico's deploying tear gas. Now Mexico's welcoming all of these people with kids and old, you know, old people, women, all types of different age kids. And they're, you know, setting up barricades and the barricades I understand, but the tear gas and the military, you know, the cops that are all suited, ready for war, like what? You guys complain about America. So how are you gonna sit here and have now immigrants in your country and you're like, fuck that?
Oh, now you know how it
Go
feels.
back. We don't want you here. We don't
Guys
have room
of all
for you.
People know how it feels.
Right. So that is a mind fuck of its own when it comes to this.
I am worried about the crime only because I know Hondurans.
Right, Spades, hypocrisy.
Exactly.
Right.
All over.
I know Hondurans that be like, yo, my country's beautiful, but they're savages out there. It's crazy out there. It's scary. They don't walk up to you and mug you. They don't snatch your phone and run. They have like
they behead you.
They have crazy rusty knives. Like they don't care in Honduras.
Listen, they will literally like chop up your fucking like liver.
That's
take it out right in front. That's it.
A lot of America, they look down. They look at Mexicans like, oh, y'all be talking to the wrong ones.
Listen, I always tell everybody
they are crazy. They are not about this life. Their life is different.
You think the people out here that you guys run around with and start screaming gang with and all these people people that do all this, you know, social media talking and all.
They don't
where
know
you
about
at,
those locals forever,
and all,
Holmes.
like, no, y'all really don't though. There's people that will literally, like, these people don't care. They don't care. They grew up savages. Like, they will chop you up and eat you. They will feed you to their dogs.
Yes.
Those are the real gangsters.
And then
those
scream
are the
out, like,
real.
their last name while doing it.
And guess what? They're not doing it on Instagram. They're not posting about it. You don't even know who the fuck they are.
These
That's how good they are.
Different. They're
like, different. It's a different class.
We have a friend from Colombia, Pipe, and he said it. He was like, let me tell you something. He goes, this is nothing. When I moved here, he goes, I laugh at the news.
Everyone told him he should be scared before he came here. Oh, like, you know, America, like, you know, it's so crazy. People are crazy. And then he came here and he was like, what?
He's like, I'm from Colombia.
He was like, I've done some shit. I came here and I was like, oh,
this is nothing.
This
is Disney World for these other
countries. So it really
countries.
is, though. You guys, you know, talk all that crazy shit, but you don't see and you don't hear about the things that happen in the backcountry and all of these fucking places. You don't know.
Oh my God.
What?
Another hoe trying to bite the dust. Drake's ex says he may not have been referring to Kim Kardashian saying Kiki because her initials are KB. Bye. Write a book.
I just saw a little clip on.
I didn't know that was to Kim anyway.
A girl that said she was the Kiki.
Right. That's it. That's what just popped up.
I mean,
she didn't say it was an ex. She said they were just really cool.
Wait a minute.
She's saying her initials are KB. So I guess in the song he said that too.
KB.
He said KB.
My thing is, though, who really thought it was Kim Kardashian?
I didn't think it was Kim.
Did
the
you
whole
think
time.
it was really Kim Kardashian?
I just thought he was saying random names.
Me too.
I knew he had to be talking about someone, but I never ever thought it was Kim.
Nobody calls Kim Kiki ever.
They do.
Who?
That's her nickname. That's like her baby name. Kiki.
I've never heard them call her Kiki.
Kiki, Coco. Okay, Kiki is Keeks. Kiki is
Who's
Kim.
Coco.
Chloe.
Coco is Chloe. I know
the
that.
only one that doesn't have one. What?
Never heard him call.
Yeah, but I'm in love.
Well, you're not a
with
fan.
the
You don't watch the
Coco.
show.
Oh,
shout out to Tiffany. We love you. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes,
late.
love.
Late.
It's okay, but she's here. Late is better than never.
So, guys, next Wednesday is Halloween. So, we won't be here. We know all of you guys are going to be out trick-or-treating. So, we're thinking of... I'm not even going to tell you what we're thinking of.
Yeah, just watch.
If you guys want, go to my page. Our Instagram names are below. I put up the last 3 looks. I think I missed one, my Black Panther picture. But the last 3 looks I've had for Halloween. We need to find the picture of us. I have like a group picture. We have one that you have the jailbird outfit.
Oh yes,
and
yes,
me
yes.
and Angels.
That's probably the last time we both dressed up together. So we definitely have to do that.
Right.
So make sure you guys are tuned in to our Instagrams and our social media feeds because we're definitely going to be going crazy, running around. I want to go to a club.
Hey, and everybody tuned in. How was the audio sounding tonight?
Yeah, how you guys like this? Are we loud?
Chime in and let me know how the audio was tonight.
So yeah, I want to go and have a nice Halloween night finally because all these years it's been all about my kid and I love her. I love her a lot.
Yes, I do.
But I feel like, you know,
Mama likes Halloween.
Mama likes it too. I used to run around too. So after, you know, we're gonna do trick or treating early this year so that by the time I put her ass to bed, then Mom goes out to play.
But that's a Wednesday and I have to go to work Thursday.
We will discuss this.
We will discuss.
So just, make sure you guys are tuned in because we are going to the club.
I have work the next day.
I don't care.
Stay tuned into our Instagrams and see what we put together this year. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up. Make sure you guys check out all of the interviews Unc has up. Let me see. What else could I shamelessly plug right now while we're away?
Make sure you guys check our super cool, super drunk interview with JC at the Strike 2.5.
I just want to say how my brain goes in autopilot. And I asked all the right questions, and I was looking at that like, when did this happen?
Mind you, the whole time that I'm looking at it, I'm just like,
But I was like, you go, girl.
Did y'all ask me when I told y'all put that up? Did y'all ask me like?
As long as it wasn't sloppy. We knew that by your discretion. We was like, Unc, if we look disgusting, he won't post it. We trust your fave. Once we seen it was up, we was like, oh, it must have been high. Because Unc wouldn't have put it out.
Nah, it was good though.
Word. I was asking the questions and I was like, good question, Drunk Dutch.
Yeah, I can't. I really can't.
That is so dope that I was on point. I felt like I got roofied and I was watching myself.
Right. That's how I felt all night. That's why I didn't say anything, because I'm like, my dumb ass is definitely going to say something I shouldn't be saying.
Definitely can't wait. There'll be definitely more interviews coming for us. Stay tuned. We won't get to see you guys next week. There's a big weekend after that, so we'll see you the 7th, the following. When we see you again, we'll be balls deep in November.
See you when we see you, fam.
Ow.
So, we got a big weekend coming up too, but we'll discuss this later as well. Make sure you guys are tuned in,
tapped in, and turned on.
To 15 minutes of fame.
Thank you. Why am I holding the mic with you?
I don't know. That's like, you're very, very like, you know.
Thank y'all for coming out, guys.